as though I have conquered death. I live death every day. I am surrounded by it, smothered by it. Look at you now. He would have everlasting life. You seek to defy death, yet you cannot even defy sleep. And our like sleep is to death. It is a painted death.
If you have a milkshake, and I have a straw, there it is, that's a straw. I drink your milkshake. I drink it up! Don't bully me!
Who are these guys anyway? Nazis.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
You like comic books?
The originals were simple. The modern ones are different. We just repackage it with a bunch of other shit that didn't sell, and we put them in a pile. Dog shit.
Look, if you don't stop gawking at me and get the hell out of here, I'm gonna kick your ass, okay?
Hey, haven't you ever heard the phrase, the customer's always right?
Let me tell you something. I'll give you a little secret, okay? The customer's always an asshole.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm! Wait. Everybody calm down!
And here we go.
Show me the money.
You have meddled with the primal forces of nature, and I won't have it!
I'm prepared to make a full report. These men are consummate snowball artists.
Everything was fine with our system until the power was shut off by Dickless here.
Is this true? Yes, it's true. This man has no dick. Jesus! All right. Well, that's what I heard.
Good morning, Vietnam!
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Can you hear me at all? Hello?
Where's my eyebrow? Where's my eyebrow?
So the question is, how long is a giant earthworm? Well, it's not an easy question to answer. The fact of the matter is, they're rather delicate creatures, and they break.
Hey, what about me? I'm gonna get some too, ain't I?
Who brought this guy along?
I was stepped over!
That's the way Pop wanted it.
It ain't the way I wanted it! I can handle things, I'm smart! Not like everybody says! Like dumb, I'm smart, and I want respect!
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
When things got hard, you started looking for something to blame, like a big shadow. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
See you, Mike.
How much on a scale? Rob, come back in. I want to know, did you love it or did you like really love it?
Are they those my two options?
Did you get every reference?
Got none of the references.
What are you talking about? That's the history of CG.
I got the
in a
my
nutshell,
milkshake
and then in
brings
3
all the
minutes.
boys to the yard.
Did you get who laughs like this? Like that? Who does the dirt worm refer to? What about the eyebrow? No eyebrow. Anything?
Nothing.
Nothing.
How
Well,
much? How
Mo
long did
liked
you
it.
spend on that?
I did that years ago. I did that about 3 years ago.
Hmm.
But I had it. It used to be like 16 minutes. So I cut it down so it was a little bit more succinct. Mo said I did a good job with this, Bancroft. Someone who actually understands Comicsgate and
I got the
knows the
references.
history. To Naples, Malin. Exactly. I like that. I like when he says the old ones were simple, the modern ones are different. Dog shit. How you going, Rob?
After that intro, I don't even know anymore.
I might upload that as a separate video. What do you reckon?
As long as I don't have to watch it again, you do whatever you want with it.
I just can't please this man. We got Sumo in the house, David Feed. I love these when we do these late night streams. We get the Euros in here. This is the second time tonight I streamed up against Ethan. 8 hours. I don't know how they do it. I mean, unless I'm launching my, even if I'm launching my book, I don't think I could do 8 hours. You did 12 that time, I think.
Yeah, that was fun.
I couldn't do it.
You can't.
Double duty Bancroft.
You get in the groove of the whole adrenaline rush and everything. You could do it.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. If I was getting backers, I would continue. It's like when you play poker, you run on poker fumes. You don't have to eat, you don't have to drink, and you can play for hours and hours. Oh look, I'm in the chat speaking fake French. We got SDA here, Fallout Zone, Sumo Thori. Mo's calling me out for being late again. Yeah, late twice in one day. That's an achievement. We got B-Rose in here. Who else? Did I say? I said Jaro. Pretty sure. All right, scrolling down. Arthurline, it's just us. Yeah, I think it will be, at least for a while. I mean, I don't know how long they're going to go for. I mean, it didn't look like they were closing down anytime soon. So, but that's all right. We'll do our thing over here. And I sent the link to Camel, but I don't even know if he's awake. I don't know what's going on today. Yeah, Darren has it. What's going on? What's going on today? It's a weird day. Who else is here? Who else? Let me see. David Feed said it was not so bad. That's good. I'll take that. Lero's liked that. It was Smiller. It was Mike S. Miller, the reference. To anyone who didn't get it. Mo Biggs, of course, got it all. He understood every reference. Crazy Mad. Who's the man with no dick? Well, there's a few interpretations. Yeah, I think Mo Biggs has it right here. The whole you messed with the primal forces of nature, and then he comes in and shuts him down. And yeah, it's true. This man has no dick. Exactly. Zaid's publishing deal. See, Mo understood everything, all the nuances. On the same wavelength there. We've got Green Laser in the house.
Are you Mo Biggs?
What's that?
Are you Mo Biggs?
Am I? Honestly, what a question to ask. What a question to... How could I possibly be Mo Biggs?
How could you not be Mo Biggs?
Because Mo Biggs is always in chats and I'm not necessarily there. Yeah, Mo is a right kick, Rob. God damn it.
Mo says, don't forget to read Rob my comment about him. What's that about?
Oh, did you make a comment about Rob? Where was that? Was that earlier? Oh, Mo Biggs, yeah. Rob, come back here. Words Rob has never heard before in his life.
Yeah.
Crazy Mad says Bancroft isn't that funny. No way.
That is true.
I am humble enough to know that no, I could be a little bit that funny if I had the time. So give me an hour to percolate on what was said. I'll come back. I'll write something down. I'll think about it. But Mo does it like this, on the spot. That's called what's that called?
Brains, intelligence.
No, it's called wit.
Mm.
Being
Intelligence.
witty. It's a skill. KSS has got a thing here for you there, right there in the chat. He says, I'm here, Bancroft. Let's talk ribs. I feel like I just brushed right over the ribs discussion. And
So what's the deal with ribs?
what is the deal with ribs, Rob? What's your fascination with them?
I don't know, just like I say, man, these Americans have a really interesting cuisine over there that we just don't have access to down here in Australia.
What do you mean we don't have ribs?
Yep, it's like you have to go to a fancy restaurant, you go find some ribs, like,
You can go to TGI Fridays and get ribs here.
Where is the... Oh, my God. Fucking hell. Mike, where do you live? You don't live anywhere near where I live.
There's a TGI Fridays in Paree, Rob.
Oh, my God.
Have you ever been to Paree?
Wow, Mel has been working. Look at that.
Do you want me to zoom in? I had to do something different with this, right? So it just looks like a whole bunch of wrought iron beams, yeah?
Is that beam right? That beam looks wrong.
That quite. Look, you're not going to zoom in that far. It's going to be it's going to be bigger than that. But I mean, it's a full page, so no one is going to be sitting there picking apart my beams. And if they are, get a life. But yeah, so if I turn these off, okay, and I'll turn off the sketch as well. So this is the ink, okay. So this is the main ink. This part is the dark part of the Eiffel Tower, right? And then because it's so complicated, normally you might just have it all on one layer. But
it's okay, Bancroft. You can call it what it is. It is black. The color black. It's fine. You can say that out loud.
Well, it won't necessarily be black. It might be a very dark brown. 6 a.m. is very picky. Oh my goodness. Hang on. You skipped Sumo Thori's comment there. All right, I'll bring it up. God damn.
Oh, you don't have to.
Sumo says, I can't believe I'm going to say this. That is fabulous, Bancroft. Thank you so much. A whole lot of copy pastes. No, there was no copy paste on this. I couldn't do that because there's a specific angle that I had to get here. So unfortunately, yeah, I had to draw in all those beams. So, you have to do color holds because these inner beams, if I can just put them on there, they're lit up by the lights of the Eiffel Tower. This is a night scene. So I've actually done them individually, and I just put a hold, like a work in progress hold on them, so you can sort of see the difference there. So I had to draw each of these individually. Look, I've missed some. I know I haven't. The black's in front of them. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, so that'll probably be the one and only time I'll ever draw the Eiffel Tower, I think. I might just leave it at that and not go back to it, but I think it serves its purpose.
You know what's bugging me about this, and I don't know if I'm right or not, but if you zoom in on that mid section,
this section or the one below?
Below it, yeah, below it.
Yeah.
Should it really be angling down towards the ground? Like, I can't show you because my cursor isn't there.
Should what be angling down towards the ground?
This beam, in the middle on the right. So like where's
your
cursor?
Hang on, where's my cursor? Why is it?
Where's your
cursor? See
it?
It's too there it is here. Okay.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Is that the angle it should be on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's because we're like facing right towards it, so you're not going to be getting as much of an angle as you otherwise would be.
But shouldn't it curve outwards like the other one on the left does?
It does curve outwards, but it's curving towards you. So that's why you're not seeing as much of the curve. It is curving.
Oh, it looks like one of those MC Escher things.
Maybe. I don't know. Look, either way, I mean, there's things that are wrong on it. All right, there's things that are wrong. For instance, here, I kind of got these wrong. These holes. Anyone who's a aficionado knows that they don't actually go up into the middle here. This arch starts higher up and goes up and almost touches against that. All of these beams in the background here, like you're looking. Let's zoom in here. That's all just made up. I was just like, all right, yep, filling in beams. But most of these here are actually pretty accurate in terms of where they might go. And then these bits in like this building here, this is actually a restaurant in here called Jules Verne. And I was just filling in stuff, whatever.
That's not a very French sounding restaurant.
Jules Verne? I asked Mel. Jules Verne is a French author. I didn't realize that. Author of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Journey to the Center of the Earth, maybe? Maybe. I don't know. But he's a famous author. And
yeah. Green Laser says, please draw Godzilla attacking it. Yes. Yes.
No, this is about the grandeur of civilization itself. Yeah, the passage of time from the beginning to where we are now.
How long did this take you?
The beauty. Way too long. I mean, I don't know how long it would have taken me if I was able to draw full time, but I would not normally spend this amount of time on a single building. But I remember if I think back to that double page spread with Ella, I mean, that took me 3 weeks to draw that. So I'm hoping this one isn't going to take that long because this does sort of blend out into the background.
So are you finished with that page now? You're just going to call it done?
No. I'm going to, I think I'm just going to relax because I've been doing all this technical line work stuff. Now I think I'm just going to draw some trees. And some paths and that sort of stuff. If you don't mind, hang on, I'm going to group this so that I can take it all down in one. All right, I'll call that Eiffel Tower. And down it goes. There we go.
Mo says, what if in the Lucent Dreamverse, ARO is the size of King Kong? He could be climbing the tower. I feel like the chat are asking me to draw ARO, Mike.
I would love to draw ARO. I sincerely would. All right, what's the size here? Let's just get to it, I think. Stabilization's off. Make it a bit bigger, I think.
6 a.m. says, just make it in space, no beams there.
Yeah, I've always wanted to draw the Eiffel Tower. But it's one of those things that you just like, do I actually really want to draw the Eiffel Tower? But now it's done. I don't have the inclination to, I'm really racing to draw it again.
Keep my ape's name out of your effing mouth.
Yeah, Rob.
Do you get that reference?
Yeah. Do you not?
No, I do. Just, I thought I'd check. Good. Considering you're not getting any references today. Unbelievable.
Me?
Yeah.
Rob, you're the one who doesn't get references.
6 a.m. says, I hope I die and never having drawn the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah. It's very complicated. And I've drawn complicated buildings in the past. That library scene was, I wanted a certain look with it. And I went looking for different libraries. And I just liked the ones that were a bit more Art Nouveau, curved railings and stuff like that. And then halfway through, you're like, oh, did I have to? I mean, never draw curves in perspective. It's just an absolute nightmare. But and this one, it's every single one of these beams is on a different kind of plane. So a lot of time I'm sitting there, especially when I did the ones that face the outside, I actually did use a ruler. But the ones on the inside, I just eyeballed. I was like, no, there's no way I'm sitting here moving a ruler around the screen.
So have you put Mel in any of these drawings, Bancroft? Any of the pages? Is Mel background character anywhere?
I mean, well, I could put Mel in right now.
Yeah, do it.
If you want me to.
Mm-hmm.
Right, here she is. Ready?
Yep.
And that's a bit too tall. There you go. There's Mel.
Beautiful.
Hello. Look at her. She looks like she's wearing a little dunce hat. And she's got a bag over her shoulder. There you go. Mel and I went to the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
She didn't want to take me there. Do you know why she didn't want to take me there?
Well, I've heard there's like this not a condition, but like this mental state where the Eiffel Tower is really disappointing for people to see it. Like they have this
I didn't think that at all. No.
Big dream of what it is in their heads, and when they get there, they're underwhelmed. I thought it was amazing though.
Yeah, I think it's amazing when you see it at all times. You know, during the day, it's sort of off in the distance, and it's, you know, you can see how far away it is by how sort of foggy it is, and then you get up close, and it's massive. And no, I thought it really lived up to the hype. And then I went up there, and it was great. No, that's not the reason. And then at night, now it sparkles and everything. It's really,
yeah, it's nice.
It's really, I mean, it feels like what you imagine being in Paris would feel like. She didn't want to take me up there because she'd been taken up there by other boyfriends.
That's awkward.
She's like, yeah, I've already, I mean, she's just like, I'll just be up there thinking about, I don't know, friggin' Gustave and Pierre and Jean-Luc, whoever the hell she went out with.
I just figured Mel had never met anyone before you. It's the only thing.
Well, that's what we like to think. That's what we like to think. But unfortunately not.
Mike, do you know there are roughly 4 suicides a year off the Eiffel Tower?
I would believe. I mean, if you're going to go, why not?
You're going to add that into the drawing?
Just a guy jumping. I mean, I actually could. I could put it in there and no one would notice because it's going to be in amongst all the buildings and stuff.
How's your father says? So you're not good enough a boyfriend to take up there?
Well, I insisted. I said, look, I don't care. How many of your other boyfriends who took you up there traveled 16,000 kilometers around the world? We're going up the damn Eiffel Tower. And we did. And we had a lovely time.
Casey says, fun suicide facts with your host, Rob Arnold. Phil Anson. So question, as you are drawing this, are you going panel to panel, leaving room for lettering, etc.? Also, is it planned out per page or do you have the whole book thumbnailed? It's a good question, Bancroft.
Oh, this book. So this book is mostly done. I do put the lettering in as I draw, so that I know okay, this area needs space, or how the panel is going to be done, that sort of thing. But yeah, usually I start with an idea of a page and then do a little you guys saw my thumbnail. I did it like, I don't know, 3 months ago or something. They were woeful. I mean, they're not anything to look at. And yeah, but that's just to sort of get a feel for me to remind myself what I want to have on the page. And then I go through in InDesign and put on lettering, like a sort of a budget mock-up lettering.
Do you with InDesign, do you lay out your book in it like as you're going?
Yeah, I've got that. I mean, I can show you guys.
Yeah, can you show me? Because I'm tempted to do something similar, just so I've got.
Yeah, no, it's actually really good, because what I do is I make sure that there's each page when you open up the page, each side relates to each other. It's sort of like a little bite. And then at the bottom right-hand corner of the last panel on that page, well, it won't be like a cliffhanger, but it's like it's a beat, and it makes you want to turn the page essentially.
Yeah,
on every
yeah,
single
that's
page.
Yeah, that's what you're aiming for. That like to have everything sorted so that when you turn the page, it's what you want the reader to see. Mo Biggs, Rob, that's the real reason she didn't go up there with Bancroft. If she stared at him too long, she might have been tempted.
Tempted to jump.
Aviator
Right,
Surge says,
so-
just draw splat marks at the base of the tower.
I won't zoom in. In fact, I'll zoom out a little bit more so that we don't show anything untoward here.
And does it allow you to, like, if you've done like, you know, up to page 30, for example, and then you've done from page 40 onwards, does it allow you just to leave the blank spaces in there?
The blank spaces? What do you mean blank spaces?
Yeah, like
As
if you've done
in
the first
blank
30 pages, but you haven't
Yeah.
done the next 10, and then you've done the next 40 or whatever, can you just have the... Yeah, okay,
You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever. I mean, this is the premium desktop publishing program. This is industry standard. I've designed countless books, catalogs, pamphlets, whatever in InDesign. And yeah, you can set it up however you want. Page counts, page shapes, page size. You can do all sorts of stuff. All right, so this is what I've got at the moment. I don't want to zoom in too much, but you can see here these little red things here. That's my little fake lettering. Let me see if I can hang on. My computer's slowing down for some reason. So I can turn them on and off. So I just put them in to sort of see, okay, how much lettering is going to be on the page? Oh, there's too much lettering. Where's it going to sit? That's kind of thing. And you know, I can do I need to have more space up and down or whatever. These are the panels I colored in for the trailer. So these are actually all colored, but they're not fixed to this kind of coloring yet. But this here is the first section with Gilgamesh. So that's pretty much the trailer that you see. It's like 10 pages or something.
What's his nickname?
Who? Gilgamesh. Gilgy? Gil? So he ends up, you know, at the end of the trailer is like, it's a painted death, right? He's talking about what he's doing and what he's built and what it's all about. And then bam, you're in the current day and you're in Paris.
So is that the page? Is that the page you're working on now? Or is that just like the... But is that whole page going there? Or is that just like a... Okay, cool.
So that's that page, and then we go into Paris now. We're in a nightclub. Something weird happens, and now we're with the frog.
Now we're at the well.
Yeah.
How did we get from a nightclub to a well?
Exactly. How? Right?
Roofies.
You remember at the start of
Roofies.
No. Remember at the start of A Waking Dream? Remember how the people and Ella get to that warehouse?
Nah.
No, it doesn't remember. All right, well, I'll say it. They traveled through a friggin' sink through the water.
Yeah. They're water dancers. I remember now.
They're water dancers. Yeah, and then all right, so that scene ends, and we're bang. This is the start of the preview comic. Now we're with Ella. And so that's how I do it. So I lay it out, and that's how I can see how much I need to do, and you know what I need to work on. I can see it all in one place, and yeah.
Can you walk us through the whole book? Like, because you said like there's a preview book in here. So where do we kick off from, and what are we looking at? And what's the preview book? Is the preview book just a excerpt from this book?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to go through the whole friggin' book. I mean,
well, that's
that
okay. You
would-
explained it. What's
But
your
anyone who
favorite
saw the
page
preview
in
book?
here?
Everyone who saw the preview book knows that. Yeah, you know, this is Ella after what happened at the end of Waking Dream. She's now in an ambulance. She's handcuffed to the gurney in the ambulance. Mysterious man in the helmet arrives. He beats up all the cops in like a flash, and then he's standing there, you know, with them all incapacitated, and he is alone now with the ambulance with Ella in it. So, and then the story continues on from there, and that is page. I can see how like that is page
27.
Oh yeah, you're right, 27. Yeah, you see, you know InDesign better than I do. And yeah, of about 90.
What's your favorite page?
Probably this page. I like this page. We've
Mhm.
seen that in color. Like all the colors are all done on these pages. I just wanted to make it black and white just so I could sort of see, you know, we could just focus on the line art. But I don't know, I might not have drawn my favorite page yet. I still have a handful left to draw. And you know, some pages you like for different reasons. I think this, I mean, I'm hoping that this big Paris page is going to be
We are so different.
Impactful. What do you mean?
You like the whole like detail, beautiful landscape, cityscape, that kind of thing. I love like whenever I think of my best pages, I go, oh, that's got to be the one that the sick action pages. They're what they get me.
Oh, I like them too. The pages in the preview have a bit of action in, and the ones at the end that I haven't drawn yet, I've just laid out. So the final scene, there's a bit of action in there, and I haven't drawn them yet, so I don't know if they're going to be my favorite pages, but they should be pretty cool. And some of them now, I guess I won't be able to put on the campaign page because they're violent.
That's ridiculous.
There's a
though.
little
That's
bit
so
of,
annoying. Like some of the best pages in Replicator 4 are the fight scenes. Like you've seen them. Like they're absolutely ridiculous. How can I not put them on the campaign page? Like, come on. Like it's gonna be like handicapping myself.
Yeah, it's pretty lame.
Phil Latin says, my favorite type of art is Finch style, but Ramos catches wild dynamic angles in his Spider-Man runs, and I'm envious of that ability.
Yeah, Finch is awesome. I like watching him work. I don't understand it. It's mysterious. It's like Roquefort. It's all just magic to me. I don't know. But I mean, I play to my strengths and draw the book that I want to draw. What's that? Backgrounds and yeah, that sort of stuff.
Flat chicks.
That chick, everyone, you know, that YouTube post I sent out the other day, everyone was loving that chick and you were just like flat.
Yeah, I've got to be consistent. Green Laser, does Gilgamesh defeat Godzilla by the end of the book? That's a good question.
Gilgamesh is not a character in the book per se. He's sort of a historical figure that runs into the path of a character in this book. So it's like a mechanism, I suppose. But I don't think we'll see Gilgamesh again after Painted Death. He's not that important to the story of Ella
yet.
But I do like Gilgamesh though. I think he's an awesome story.
We're aware, very, very aware of how much you like Gilgamesh.
Why do you have to say it like that?
You say it a lot better than I. I've got a video for you, Mike. You might have to explain the context to me though, because I'm just unfamiliar with what is going on here.
I know what you're about to play. It starts. Hang on, I gotta go full screen. Imagine how many rod I could buy. So it starts slow, right? Like, and it hits that like this, and it just starts going like that, and then it started going so fast, it starts going backwards in slow motion. Familiar with Rob Fed?
What?
Are you familiar with that effect that I'm talking about there?
Yeah, they're like yeah.
Moves so fast, like a wheel on a race car, that it starts to move backwards in slow motion.
Mm-hmm.
The context was I wasn't just giving a instruction on how to keep your artists happy. I was telling a story about a friend of mine back in the day had a girlfriend who he used to call DeWalt. And it was because when she would give an old-fashioned, as we like to call it, to keep it PC, it was like a DeWalt. It was like strap in because you're about to get jackhammered. Yeah, so that was the context.
I'm kind of regret asking. You know.
Why? It was funny. Although I just come back from Greek Easter with the family, and a family friend was really impressed with, because I had a copy of the Lucent there, really impressed with what I was doing and all that sort of stuff. And she's like, so what's your YouTube channel? And I told her, just find me. I'm at Michael Bay. And Mel was like, you just told her, and now you go on stream jacking off the air. She wasn't happy about that. She wouldn't watch, but maybe she would. And she's like, oh, I watched your show. That was interesting content. I don't know. B-Rose just brings that out of me.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. My father married into a Greek family. Orthodox.
Maybe a mini EVS raid so far.
Oh, nice. Welcome, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the 9 hours. My salute to you. That is, that's a massive commitment. I just don't know how they do it. I do not know.
Are you going to draw the water today?
I don't know. I'm just chatting and just mucking around. I'm not even trying to be quick or anything. These trees are supposed to, I guess they're lit from both the Eiffel Tower and from the street lamps in the park, but in different configurations. So I'm just kind of winging it. I don't know, maybe I should draw I was thinking of doing something a bit organic, but maybe I should draw the bridge here. I was asking Mel what bridge this is. It's now I've forgotten it. It's like some bridge named after a city that Napoleon sacked or something. I don't know. The water I'm not going to draw. So the water, hang on, I'm going to just, let me turn my things on here. Are you laughing at the rib joke? KSS.
How did
everyone
you?
Is here finally ribs talk can start.
Who typed this? You didn't type that, did you?
Mel must have my phone or my computer or something.
Shenanigans. Does Mel have your phone or does she have your drawing tablet? That's the real question.
Pont Delina, I don't know. Jenna Bridge. She's on my phone. There you go.
Old Dirty Fatty says, Bancroft, you're getting better and stronger as an artist all the time. Don't listen to Rob.
Oh, I don't listen to Rob. Don't you worry about that.
That's hurtful.
Right. Why? Now I've got a picture of this scene, an aerial photo of this sort of configuration. It's at a very different angle though. So it's sort of like you gotta, those those IQ test things that you have to twist things around in your head. And yeah, those they're like a little it's like an object, like a shape. You have to twist it around in your head and see it from a different angle. So that's, I don't know how quick I'm going to be doing this.
John F76 says, great view of Las Vegas, Michael.
Yeah, you got the what was it? You got that balloon over here, and well, that's what Rob thought. I mean, the Arc de Triomphe is just right next to it.
Ken Jack Ben says, Ethan sold the Cyberfrog page. It's not going to be in the book for a little over $1,000. I always find that strange, and like I understand the logic of it. Like, obviously, if it's not in the book, it's not as important as if it was in the book. But to me, like, that seems even rarer that it's not in the book, but it doesn't translate that way. You know what I'm saying?
No, I have no idea what you're saying.
Original art, right? Like, if it's in a book, it's gonna sell for more if it if it didn't make the book, even though like no one's ever seen it before. Like it's like a really rare thing, but it only has value if it's published in the book.
Yeah. 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 That's all I can say.
Mike's like, I that. Yeah, I'm saying. Published piece will always go for more. Yeah, it's strange, although.
Well, if it's in a popular book and it's got the character, like I can imagine there's a page which I think is the best page I've ever seen Ethan do. It's Cyberfrog jumping up in front of a moon, and then there's Vespus around, and he's jumping around, and then it's got a pretty big shot of Cyberfrog, and the reflection on his thing is it's amazing. And then Kyle colored it brilliantly. Like I imagine that would, yes, be worth a lot more than just a Cyberfrog drawing that he did. Is that what you're saying?
Kind of. I kind of tuned out though. Sumo says, "What, Rob?" Yeah, dude, I don't even know. Is Rob saying the image is rarer because less people have seen it? Kind of. Like, like I understand. Like, it goes in the book, it becomes more valuable. But like the fact that it wasn't in the book, I would think that it would be more valuable because people haven't seen it. But that's not how it works.
No, I would think it would be more valuable if people know it. It's like the Spider-Man Todd McFarlane piece, when he's all in the web from that issue 1. That would go for $1 gazillion.
Yeah,
it's famous.
But that's a cover, and it's an issue 1. I mean, it's
no, but it's just a basic. If the art is famous, then yeah, it's going to go for more. I mean, it kind of it's common sense, really, in my mind.
I get it. I get it.
I don't know where the shadow is going to be on this. Presuming it would be lit from somewhere.
Big boy Robo. Robin Bancroft, have you auctioned any original art before? Tough when it is digital is the go-to method for some. What else can be sold? Yeah, I've sold some original art. I sold it on Ethan's, actually. What about you, mate? Have you?
No, not at an auction. I sold original art on the campaign page, but not at an auction. And I don't think I'll be doing that again anyway. So I probably have no
You're
original
all digital,
art
though.
in my future.
So
I've become all digital.
And so is Rod too, isn't he? Like he's
Rod will do traditional. Depending on the page.
Have you thought about that? Have you thought about asking him to do some traditional pages to?
He's done some already. He's done one already. So yeah. All right, that's where it's going to be. I've decided shadows are going to be on that side for whatever reason.
Rod goes both ways, Rob, says Mo.
Yeah, he does. He's a very talented man. He can just do whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. And I'll be pretty happy. I'm trying to look at this picture. Now I'm getting like really in. What was the name of that bridge? The Jenner Bridge? I'm going to Google, see what the hell these statues are. While I do that, thank you to everyone who signed up to the Not That Bad giveaway at notthatbad.win. We're up to 357 entrants. What?
You got to let the chat guess how many we had. You just ruined it.
How many do we have? I was trying to be a good marketer.
How many did you say? 370?
357.
That's pretty
Jenner
crazy.
Bridge? What's it called?
I should bring it up, shouldn't I? Not that bad giveaway.
What bridge is it? Is it the bridge with the love locks? It probably is.
Here it is.
There it is.
If one of the mods chuck the link in chat, that'd be awesome. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to do it. But yeah, sign up to this. It doesn't cost you anything. Everyone that enters wins. They'll win at the very least a digital copy of Lucent Replicator Tape 1 and Outliers. Some of them preview, some of them will be copies. I'm not sure which yet. But you go in the draw to win Replicator, Lucent, Aerith Tape 1. But the two big prizes are the Graveyard Shift Collection, which costs $265, but would probably actually cost over $500 to purchase. And this massive Cyber Frog package here. So all you need to do is put your email address in here, hit enter, and you're done. You could win any of these amazing prizes.
Except for the one I win.
He's not going to win anything.
John asks, Bancroft, isn't there a big fountain near the base of the Eiffel Tower? Well, not in this direction. Not in the way I'm looking.
It's under the shrubs.
I can show you what I'm looking at if you want to see.
Mo says it doesn't sound like my odds of winning first or second prize are that good. They're fantastic, Mo.
As good as anyone else's.
Yeah.
After I win mine. All right, let's I'll show you what I'm looking at here. There. Okay. So I'm zooming in here. Apparently this is a horse. This is a horse with a dude standing in front of it. And yeah. So if there's a fountain, it's not there. There's some tour buses. There's some stuff. Yeah. So I'm not going to get any of this done today. I can just tell.
Maromi, did you win anything in the auction today? Saw you bid in at some point. Zaid's in the house. Good to see you.
Maromi won the
60
the
people
stuff
in here.
off Rini that time. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody. Please make sure you are subscribed and all that jazz. Get the notification on. But I hear that really helps. Helps people actually know when you're streaming is what I mean.
Are you drawing people in this too? Like, are they just going to be squiggly dots?
Oh yeah, they'll look exactly like that.
Yeah.
That's Maldo. Everyone.
Is that
my
scale?
wife? Is it what?
Is it going to be the scale, like the size of the Eiffel Tower, like people to the size of the Eiffel Tower?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to get out the friggin' measuring stick.
No, but is it that big though? That looks really small.
What looks really small?
The ant person.
Yeah, look, that's the entrance there.
Okay.
I mean, I think so. Yeah, it's pretty freaking big. It was the tallest structure in the world for about 40 years or something.
That blows my mind.
Until the Empire State Building or the Chrysler Tower or something was built.
It is crazy though. Like the pyramids were like the tallest building for thousands of years, and then in the last couple of hundred years, if that, like it's just gone.
It's
shot
like
all over the place.
Every month there's another.
It's bananas.
Well, not every month, but I don't see anyone building anything bigger than the Burj Khalifa for a while.
Big Boy Robo says, Rob, have you found a colorist yet? If not, maybe you can mention what qualities and skills you're looking for in one. Interested, pick your brain on that one. What am I looking for? I'm looking just for like the best colorist I can find. I'm looking for like Kyle Ritter, but not Kyle Ritter. I'm looking for
but affordable is what he means.
Oh, it's not so much affordable. Like it's the price doesn't really bother me that much. I want to find people though. That's like I want to find someone new. I want to find
the diamond in the rough.
Yeah, exactly. Good people that we can bring into CG. But like this person has to be fast. They have to be professional. They have to like I don't want to have to handhold them and ask Bancroft like, oh, is this the right way to do it? Is this the right way or is that the wrong way? Should they be doing this or this? Like I want them just to be able to nail it first time. So it's going to have to be someone really good. So that's
what's the perfect man. He just wants another me, and I don't blame him.
I mean, imagine if like you were full-time Bancroft, you could actually get some work done.
I think about that every day.
Bogan Kyle is what Rob seeks.
Yeah.
Mo says, I describe your image as a young French fry, Bancroft.
All right. I've drawn other portraits of Mel that I don't have on hand, but I like this one. I think there's a lot of character in this little figure.
What does that figure say about Mel's butt would be my question.
You keep my wife's butt out of your filthy mouth, Rob. Don't make me go over there and slap you.
Mo Biggs, Mrs. B says she looked like a potato. It was better with the context, Rob. Stuff usually is. Gabe is a really good colorist. Yep.
There's lots of good colorists out there. It's not so much are they a good colorist. It's are they the right colorist for the job and are they available? That's usually the deal.
And like, it's just such a simple thing, but communication is a pretty key thing. I've sent out like 4 emails to different colorists. I've got 1 response from them. And it was like, I don't want to do that style anymore. It's too hard. It takes too much time and no one pays well enough for it. So I'm like, all right. Where do we go from there?
Oh, the stuff that they do.
Yeah.
I understand that. That makes sense to me. I think about, I think about what I did on Replicator or what I might do on Lucent. I mean, no one would pay me enough to do this for real. So I get it. I understand. It takes a long time to do it right.
Mark says, my CG dream team, EVS pencils with art inks, Mike doing backgrounds, Ritter colors, Narwhal writing with Mike co-writing, and John Malin as editor, Eric Weathers letters.
Can you imagine herding all those cats into one?
Mate, no, I couldn't.
Be good though. The result would be phenomenal.
Yeah, I noticed he left me off the list though. What does that say?
What does it say indeed?
I would be very hard pressed to not put Ethan on inks. I love Ethan's ink work. I think it's amazing. It's a tough one.
It's not like you're in love with the guy or anything.
No. No. Just the way he puts down blacks. I don't know how he does it so efficiently.
Hang on, I thought that was my specialty.
I think Eric Weathers is going to have probably the best cover on his hands that we've seen in CG.
Yeah, the John Malin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty rad.
I
People
would
don't
not
even know about that. It was so long ago. People don't even remember it.
I would not choose myself for cheerleader. If I had to choose someone from CG purely for cheerleading ability and not channel size, not popularity, but just how well and how much energy they've got, I'd go with Rini. I think she is very energetic. Mike, what do you think?
Well, as long as you aren't wearing headphones, yes. If you are wearing headphones, book an appointment with an ear doctor because you're going to need it.
Simp. Funny.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to say that, but we were all thinking it.
That's where you draw the line. That's just too far.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it when you change the angle, Michael. It makes it all confusing. That's better.
Well, it makes it easier to draw. Why do they have to make their streets so complicated? Like, what plane is this on? I don't know. Is this top level, bottom level? Who knows? I think it's top level. All right, I'm going to do that. This is like... Here we go.
Ken Jack Ben says Dao Keown isn't in that list of top talent for CG anymore.
Who isn't?
Dao Keown.
Why?
Oh, I don't know. Don't know what the context is for that.
Sounds like fighting words. And draw some happy bushes, I think.
There's some good bushwork down there.
I've been known to do a good bush in my day. What's going on?
What was the best piece from the auction tonight, guys? For those who watched, what was the best piece? Simply Green says, if anyone is cheerleader, it's got to be Coach. Oh, it's a good choice too. What are they, Bancroft?
Bushes.
Look like garbage
Little
bags.
bits, like hedges. We trimmed the hedges of many small villages. What's the reference?
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
What did he say? We raped the horses and we rode off on the women and we pruned the hedges of many small villages. Who the hell is this guy?
Where's John? Where's Malin?
He's drawing godlike, I presume. Did anyone get that? There we go. Alphonse Legrand Bear. He got it. 3 Amigos.
I've never seen 3 Amigos.
What?
I've never seen 3 Amigos.
So good.
Should we do a watch party for 3 Amigos?
How do you do that though?
You'd have to do it on Twitch.
Can you
or something.
listen to it? Like, do you get to like? Because how does it work with the copyright? But yeah, I'm down. I watched 3 Amigos not that long ago, but I didn't need to watch it not that long ago to remember that reference.
You made a list of people you'd like to see on a CG only book, and Dale Keown was not in that list. What's up with that, man? It wasn't my list. It wasn't my list. Three Amigos was not that good, says Lethal Diva.
No, it was very good. It's very funny. It's very well scripted 80s comedy movie too. It's like there's an actual story to it. There's a plot. I think we were just sort of spoiled for comedy back in the day. We didn't know what we had. Someone asked me something. I saw my name. Ah, yes. Would you say that I have a plethora of piñatas? Rob, it is so quotable. It's just like never ending.
Yes.
There's a quote for every occasion.
Whatever became of Thunderbuns? He's still around, not dead.
I mean, he's just busy. I've been doing more of these streams at different times, so he can't really join at those times. But yeah, you know, whenever if it's the normal time, 11 p.m. Eastern on the normal days, he'll try and make it. But you know, he's had a real shit month, IRL. Do you like that use of an acronym, Rob?
Not when you do it, Mike.
It's lame.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know, he's just super busy. But he's silly. He's not gonna. I mean, he's part of the not that bad giveaway. He's working on Outliers. John, it's just where I need a random bush brush.
Cam says, when is Thunderbuns launching his book? Do you know?
I had him in my calendar for last week. So I think he has the book done.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. It's just a matter of getting his ducks in a row. And when you campaign, you want to be present. You know, you want to actually, you know, be able to put the time into it. You don't just want to put it out there and say, all right, now we're live and that's that.
Hope he does well.
I mean, me too. You just never know with these things. You just never know.
No,
But, I mean, we'll certainly be promoting the hell out of it.
I asked what the best piece of the auction was and ignored Old Dirty Fatty's answer. Let me have a look what it was.
Sounds like Rob.
The old dinosaur cover.
Yeah, I love that cover. I thought that was rad. It's like the
last.
Even though I don't know what it is or anything. What was that?
The last pages of Ethan's deleted scene. One of the Cyberfrog pages.
Did you see your
Swamp
replicator
Thing was
poster just
good?
fell down again?
Does it hate you or does it hate me? That's the question.
I don't know. It was sick of your shit, Rob. It just was like, I'm
We
done.
all are, aren't we?
Gonna have a sleep.
Yeah, we're all done. We've all had enough of Rob.
All right, I'm not going to get bogged down on the details just yet, even though I kind of am getting bogged down on the details.
Oh, Mike, guess who followed me on Twitter the other day?
Was it Wesley Snipes?
Wesley Snipes. How crazy is that? Did he follow you?
Pretty surreal. I don't know. I could go check. I'm going to go check to see if Wesley Snipes is following me.
Mo Biggs, the replicator falling off was not fate making a comment on the quality of the third book. God damn, Mo. That's brutal.
Is he even on Twitter? I'm just seeing, like, I search for people and he doesn't seem to even be on Twitter.
Let me see if I can find him.
Oh, no, he is. Yeah. No. Should I follow him? Maybe he'll follow me back. I'm going to check out his following.
Dude, I didn't follow him.
Here
He
on
just
there.
followed me.
I'm not seeing you in his list of follows. Are you sure it's the real Wesley Snipes? Has he got a tick mark? He should have a check mark.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm not even following him. I probably should follow him, huh? I can't see me either, though. To be fair.
I got followed by Sergeant Slaughter. I think everyone got followed by that guy, though. And yeah, that's it, pretty much.
Wesley Snipes applying for that colorist job. Jeez. Someone asked if he's CG. No, he's not. He's not CG. He's making a comic book, and
yeah, I can't imagine he's caring all that much about what's going on in the comic book industry.
Mike, this is on you because no one else is going to do it. Lethal Diva, get Rob Van Dam to follow you. He's on YouTube now, loves comic books, and has over 17,000 followers. Getting him into CG or on a CG stream will be huge. There you go.
Rob Van Dam?
Yeah.
Who's Rob Van Dam?
God. Isn't he... I don't know. Is he a wrestler or a fighter or Jean-Claude Van Damme's brother? I don't know.
I doubt Jean-Claude's brother is Rob. This is Pierre, Jean-Claude, and Rob.
Robert.
Well,
a wrestler.
He'd
Yeah,
be
a wrestler.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
Ragnarok Falls says he's probably looking to promote his comic. He should have gone with Bancroft, and that would have been a better choice than me.
Nothing wrong with that.
A wrestler. What? Jaro says, didn't Malin help Rob Van Dam move house and smoke weed with him? Well, we need the story if that's true. I need to hear that.
I mean, I've got no reason to not believe it. It sounds right to me.
Oh my God, I have to find my name now on this Wesley Snipes thing. He was in an Expendables movie, so he's CG adjacent. Was he really?
Hang on. Is being in an Expendables movie CG adjacent? I don't know if I will go that far. Oh, that's what happens. Did you see that, Rob?
Nah.
This is what happens when I don't have my rules turned on. So I'm trying to follow this curve, this line parallel, and it's like that. And then you turn on your rulers, and then all of a sudden you can draw a straight line. So it works.
Wesley Snipes was in Demolition Man, of course. He's CG.
Yeah. I mean, if he understood the message, which I'm sure he did.
How good was Demolition Man? That was a great movie.
So good. And that was like, I get to watch a sex scene when I was a kid. When they're just sitting there. I'm like, what's the towel for? Oh. All right. What's on this damn bridge? What are we looking at? It's the sort of lines. Oh, look, they go out. Okay. I can do that.
Damn it. I'm trying to find Wesley Snipes here.
Are you sure this wasn't a fever dream?
Oh, maybe. I wouldn't be surprised anymore. But yeah, Wesley Snipes is making a comic with Adam Lawson. So we'll probably see him around, which will be really cool.
Mm-hmm. Although I do wonder.
You do wonder what?
You know, how loosey-goosey he can kind of afford to get. Is all I'm saying.
Don't gatekeep my comment, Rob. Oh, Mo Biggs. If Wesley Snipes was CG, Bancroft's gatekeeping of me would look like B Rose's gatekeeping of cholesterol by comparison.
Are you saying that if I had Wesley Snipes on the show, that I wouldn't bring up your hilarious commentary? Is that what you're saying, Mo? That's what he sounds like he's saying.
God damn, he's not following me now.
Yeah, he was like, oh shit, I followed the wrong guy.
Yeah, that's probably what
I thought
happened.
I was following someone popular and famous and important. It was just some Australian.
Mo says, no, I'm saying you would gatekeep Wesley Snipes.
I know, I would love to have Wesley Snipes on. I mean, why not?
That would be cool.
Money Train. White men can't jump.
Blade.
Yeah, he was a big name in the 90s. He did annoy me a little in I know it wasn't him, it was Woody Harrelson in White Men Can't Jump. It's just
Yeah. Are you saying you couldn't tell the difference between the white guy and the black guy?
No, I mean the character annoyed me. Well, I must have him on the brain. Friggin'
New Jack City, Undisputed, Blade 2 is his best movie. Go to bed at 4:13 a.m. Do you want to come in, Shanth? That'd be cool. I'll send you the link if you.
Does he want to come in at 4:13 in the morning? I mean, he's welcome
to him anyway.
Doubt he does.
Not leaving it up to you.
I've drawn this friggin' block here in the wrong position. This is what you do when you don't plan things out properly. That's what you get. Things get drawn wrong. Best to go over there.
Demolition Man is his best movie. I don't know what I'd go with. I'm a big Demolition Man fan. It's a great movie.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue with that. God damn it. All right. Where the hell does this thing go?
I wonder how old he is now. He's not even 60 yet. Passenger 57. I've sent Shanth the link. You can pop in anytime. What do you guys think about the Expendable movies? Are you guys a fan?
I thought they were pretty rubbish. I say that I only watched one because people were raving about it, and I was like, all right, I'll give it a go. No, not for me. Not my cup of tea. I'm sorry. If I'm going to watch an action movie, I like a Guy Ritchie movie or I like the new Kingsman movies, stuff like that. Jason Bourne. I don't want to just watch It seemed very like they was just trying to go back to the 80s.
Yeah, the Bourne
You know,
movies
and
were
not-
awesome.
Yeah. I've only ever seen one Fast and Furious movie, and it wasn't even a Fast and Furious movie. It was a it was the spin-off with The Rock and Jason Statham.
Fast and Furious movies break my heart, man. I absolutely
Why?
loved the first Fast and Furious movie. I thought it was awesome. And then they changed the format, and they just became crappy heist movies.
What was the first one? What kind of movie was it?
It's just like an undercover cop trying to bring down like a a group of car drivers stealing stuff, and
Like Point Break meets Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it was awesome. Oh, John says, Bourne start that close in that shaky cam crap, can't bite. One of the things I really like about the Bourne movies is like the car chase scenes are epic. They're so good.
I thought the Bournes were pretty good. I really liked how he was just. I mean, he's like Jason Bourne, John Wick. These unstoppable characters. They're so overpowered, but they throw so much shit at them that it still works. And and there's like, and every time he comes out, they're like, "Holy shit, it's Jason Bourne," or "Hey, that's John Wick," and even these super tough bad guys start shaking in their boots. I like it. I think it's a good setup, but it is a bit like, how far can you go with it? You can't just do the same shtick every single time. I think that's probably what happens. That's where they go wrong. Shant, I woke up in the morning listening to Mr. Enchetti, and now here he is, and like hours later. Hope you've slept in the meantime.
I'm going to be going to bed in the morning soon. So it's 4:18. How you guys doing?
Good.
Oh, I'm just trying to draw on my StreamYards. I'm like, why isn't it drawing? And it's because I'm trying to draw on my StreamYards window.
I don't know if either of you guys have seen the new Point Break. Have you guys seen the new Point Break?
No, I wouldn't do that. No, I don't. I don't watch the new stuff. I learnt my lesson.
Quite possibly the worst movie I've ever seen. It is so bad. So bad.
I believe. I mean, RoboCop
change your life. Swear to God.
There's no.
You're not gonna beat that.
There's no need to watch these things. Why, Shant? Why would they build a bridge that would make it so that I can't just put the middle point of it in the middle? There's 5 spaces in between the pillars, just to make it difficult for me to know where to put them.
Your wife is French, so my hands are kind of tied here, Michael.
Well, I think the lead architect in Paris may have been German.
Female.
No, it wasn't female. It was his name was Houseman. I'm gonna look him up.
It is so bad. Big Boy Robo says there's a new Point Break. Yeah, it is so bad, man. Like it. If you ever see it, you come across it and you think, "Oh, I'll give it a look." Don't. It is that bad. It's like the new Baywatch. Have you seen the new Baywatch movie? Like you think, "Oh, Baywatch, that'll be a bit of fun. Let's watch that." Travel back in time in our memories to when Pamela Anderson was super hot. Maybe maybe they've got hot girls like her now. It is shocking. It is so bad.
So it's like G4.
It's just the worst.
Oh man,
I was wrong. Houseman was French. I apologize to all you Frenchies out there. I never watched Baywatch. It didn't interest me.
That explains a whole lot.
No, it was like the 90s. Like, I don't know, that look. It just, I was never into it. I liked the more, like Nev Campbell, you know?
Oh my.
Someone like that.
The bitchy girls.
Oh my.
Bitchy, just like.
No, I just was thinking I don't know. How old is Nev Campbell?
She wasn't that much older than me.
Spilling my vodka.
Maybe 5 years.
Yeah, I just
Maybe
was thinking
more.
about that because she always seemed kind of young for me. I don't know. Like, I mean, she's older than you by, I'm guessing, a little bit, right?
I'm gonna check.
Yeah, you gotta
I'll check
check.
if
I was
it's
just
still available.
interesting. Yeah.
KSSS says there's a new Point Break, but like the Total Recall remake and the RoboCop remake, we try to forget they're a thing. Like,
yeah, wow. The RoboCop
with those
thing
two
is
movies, there are parts in it that you could probably enjoy if you were forced to. There is nothing enjoyable in the new Point Break movie. It is that bad.
I can't.
I don't know
understand,
why you
but
would even watch it. I mean, that's ridiculous.
I was about to say, what's next? Are they going to make a Roadhouse remake? But then I suddenly thought, I think they did, which is even more terrifying. Roadhouse is the
Why
movie.
didn't you sell on EVSs tonight?
Let's see. Oh, well, I was thinking about it, but then I don't think I had anything I was going to sell at this point.
There you go.
Yeah, that's the trick. I mean, I honestly would. Plus, yeah, I don't know. It's I probably will at some point. I thought about it, but I kind of have been working all day, and then I was like, what am I going to sell? And am I going to regret it the second I sell it? It's kind of the thinking.
Devilfish says, Michael and Rob, do you guys remember E Street? I remember it, but I don't remember anything about it.
Street.
E Street.
Was that Australian? Or was that
Must have
British?
been.
E Street. Oh, yes, I remember the start of it. I never watched it. It was Australian. E Street. Oh my god. It aired from holy shit, look at all the people in the cast. It aired from 1989 to 1993. E Street. They was probably trying to do an Australian version of 90210 or something like that. I don't know. No, I never watched it.
That's after my time.
Damn. And Nev Campbell, by the way, is 48. So
there you go. Wow.
There you go. All right, how the hell am I going to do this? I don't like it when drawing tries to make me want to think.
Yeah. That's why I don't draw.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Well said.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
What are you working on, Sean?
Left over.
I'm just working on the bookmark right now.
Oh,
so
very
I'm
nice.
just sketching on that, and just grabbing different things, and then I've got you could take that any way you like it. But I'm working on this is what I was working on earlier, which I think you guys have seen.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, just our guy here, Clint. And
It's almost like you can paint, Sean.
That's the rumor. I don't know, mate. That's a little bit before my time. I was watching the Paul Hogan show. I'm gonna work on my Australian.
No, you have one of the better ones. You have the one of the better ones.
I cannot handle OC Steve's Australian accent. It is so bad. I don't even know what it is.
This is OC Steve being an Australian. Oi, how you going, governor? I'm an Australian. Hey, I'm gonna get you over there. It's like, I don't know what it is. It's like Cockney. It's South African. It's all over the place.
Yeah, I mean it's funny because I mean I'm because of wherever I'm located on the spectrum, I tend to deep dive into things. So I have actually watched most of the Paul Hogan show. So much so that when I meet people who are Australian who live in our town, like my friend's mum, I would talk to them and I would say, Oh, do you remember the one where he shows up for the job interview, and all the other people are waiting in line, and he tells them, like, you know, all these people show up for the job interview. Paul Hogan is standing there, and he goes, I mean, you know, this job interview is basically, it's fine, guys. You know, you're going to be on a motorcycle. There's going to be a bear on the motorcycle holding on to you. And like all these people are just getting terrified. And, you know, they all leave. And then the door opens and the guy goes, hi, I'm interviewing candidates for the job. And Paul Hogan turns around and goes, oh yeah. Hey, yeah, there's nobody else here but me. So he was scaring everybody off who was in line. And I mean, that show is amazing. If you haven't watched it, most of it's on YouTube. Paul Hogan show back in the day.
Did we get that here, Bancroft?
It was a bit before our time.
It was before your time.
Yeah.
We're talking 70s, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Yeah.
OC Steve's Australian accent is worse than my American accent.
Which is really saying something.
That's good.
It's really saying something.
I've got to work on mine, so I can throw around, you know, expressions like "daggy," you know, and things like that. I think that's
Dag.
Yeah.
Mate,
people used to call me a spunk when I was a kid. Did they ever call you that, Rob?
Huh.
I'm leaving that one alone with a 10-foot pole, Bancroft.
You don't remember when people used to call
you can have all the spunk on you
boys
that you want.
Spunky. Oh, he's a real spunk. Yeah. Oh, he's so spunky. That's what you used to say here in Australia. And it was like in the early 90s, late 80s. It was a thing. I'm not lying.
Around the Twist, yes, that was a great show.
Victoria actually reads. Victoria reads Paul Jennings books from time to time, I think.
Man, the Australian dollar is killing me at the moment, man. I was at like 785 backers and like 20 bucks away from 50 grand. I've got 5 more backers and we're like 1,200 away now.
Yeah,
God damn Australia.
Happen all the time. No, it could be the American dollar. Could be the American dollar surging. Who knows?
Summer Heights High.
Oh my gosh.
That was a comedy show, wasn't it? Like very un-PC comedy show.
Oh, Big Boy Robo says, weren't we all spunks at one point in time?
Jeez.
Yeah, don't you remember Spunky Brewster?
Different. That was the later career.
Different. Yeah.
It's like cashing in on childhood stardom. Good Lord.
Did you see my Eiffel Tower, Shant?
Yes, I have.
Oh, good.
What are we talking about?
It's not very good, is it?
No.
I'm talking about.
Yes, I have seen it. It was a thumbnail on the stream you came on and were working on. It wasn't as far along probably as it is now, but it was.
Oh, it's finished now. I can show it off.
Oh, nice. Let me see it, man.
It's disappointing, isn't it, Shant? That's your first reaction to it.
No, my first reaction is it's nice to know I'm not the only crazy person in CG.
Yeah. I'm going to spend a week drawing the Eiffel Tower.
That's right.
And not only did I draw all these beams, I separated them by like how close they are to the camera. Are they at the front? So I can do color holds on them because these are lit up. They're not actually dark.
Yeah.
It's the sort of more heavy duty beams and parts of the tower that are dark.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. Just making life easier for myself.
Then you sell a print of it. I would love for you to take that. Is that a full page illustration?
Yes.
I know you don't have any experience in like graphic design or t-shirts or anything like that, but if you did, hypothetically, that would make a really cool poster for the Lucent that's like a travel poster from back in the day, the Deco days.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, it's a beautiful image, man. You got to do something with it.
Maybe
it's
Human
great for a
says
page, but
you're almost autistic, Mike.
almost.
Yeah, no, it is. There is a little bit of OCD going in there. I think you have to be a little bit weird to want to do that. I attest to that. I'll cop to that. But it's done now. It's over. You know.
Yeah.
I can say I've done it. I drew the Eiffel Tower to a pretty accurate level of detail.
I'm assuming
accurate
you've been
enough.
to it.
You did well for an Australian.
I have visited. I mean, I didn't do it from memory. I reference a lot of photos. There's cool. There's drone footage now of it, so people fly around it with their drones.
Yeah.
And so you can kind of see it from pretty much whatever angle you want these days.
That's how I
So
got
if there was
reference
any
of,
shot, I'm like, what the hell is there? I don't know. You'll find some footage of it.
I got reference.
And now I
of,
finally understand, like, what's in the Eiffel Tower, what the bits are. Like, I was always a bit confused as to where the all the elevators were, and where the restaurants were and everything. But now I know.
Is this going to be a puzzle page?
Oh.
I don't know, because usually the best puzzle pages have lots of different colors. This is a nighttime scene, so might not work as well. It would just make an extremely difficult puzzle, is what I'm saying, because all the pieces would probably look like they're the same color.
It would with that attitude.
Maybe people are into that. I mean, I usually make the puzzles on demand anyway. So if someone said, "Hey, I want a puzzle of the Eiffel Tower," who am I to say no?
Everyone in chat who's looking for a good action movie, go check out The Raid and The Raid 2. They're
Those are
like
great movies.
The best action movies I've ever seen. They're better than John Wick.
Whoa. The Raid. When did they come out?
Probably like 5 to 10 years ago now. Amazing.
Whenever I'm feeling down about this world, I watch the sequence in The Raid 2 where he drives the car into the garage and just kicks the shit out of all those guys before fighting Bat Boy and Hammer Girl. But I just love that entire sequence with the car where he busts through the doors. And I always told my wife, I go, I know it doesn't matter if this is real or not. I don't care if they used a little bit of CG enhancement. If none of these stunt guys were killed during the making of this, that is an amazing accomplishment. I mean, this just was one of the most brutal, incredibly choreographed fights. It's the opposite of a Yun Wu Ping fight. It's just unbelievable.
Is this like a Asian kung fu?
Yeah.
Thing?
It's really good, Bancroft.
This could be a hard sell for Mel. Is it dubbed? If I have to read,
you can get it dubbed. Yeah,
watch it because I'll be drawing at the same time.
Well, this is
but
one
it could be a pretty hard sell to get it on the TV. Is all I'm saying.
It's amazing, maybe human. I'm not trolling. It's actually legit, incredible.
Yeah.
The fight scenes and sequences are the best that I've ever seen. They're so good.
John asked me, did I go to the Eiffel Tower? Yes, I've been a couple of times, but I've only been up in it once. I mean, once is enough, really. Once you've done it once, you don't really need to do it again.
But the first raid, Mike, that they have to take down, I think it's like a drug lord, but he's in like this complex, like this apartment building, and every floor is just like bad guys that they have to get through to get to him. It's kind of like Judge Dredd, but not.
I love Judge
with
Dredd,
guns. So good.
I don't even remember Judge Dredd. Like, I don't remember what happened.
Mel says, as long as there's no bloody dance fighting, I'm okay.
Yeah, Mel hated
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Crouching Tiger. She's like, this is pathetic. Yeah. Because there's no explanation as to how they can do the things they can do other than they've been to, what was it? I'm going to say Wuhan, wherever they were, wherever they went.
So that movie is choreographed by Yun Wu Ping, who choreographed The Matrix. And that's the thing about The Raid. The Raid is not like one of those. It's hard to describe. It's kind of a fusion fighting style, but it's not wire work. It's just straight up physical skill in 1,000 takes. You know,
I liked
brutal.
I like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. I would have liked to see more of who was the guy.
Chow Yun Fat.
Chow Yun Fat. I would have liked to see more of him fighting.
Yes.
The young girl was good. She was very pretty, but no, he was. I just liked how he was so like he barely moved.
Yes.
When
partially because he doesn't know any martial arts.
I saw it in the cinema. I think I saw it a couple of times actually.
Well, that was the funny thing about it, right? Like Chow Yun Fat doesn't know any martial arts. So he's an action star from he's an action star from Hard Boiled and all those John Woo movies from back in the day. So he looks great, but he's not, he was getting on in years at that point and had not been a martial arts guy. He's a holding 2 9mm and jumping in the air. Like that was his whole thing. And if you haven't seen Hard Boiled, that is such a great action movie. Everybody, it's sort of a rite of passage. Everybody should see Hard Boiled by John Woo. It's amazing. Such a good flick.
I don't think I've seen it.
Well, it worked. So,
are you drawing water lines now? What are you drawing?
I'm not drawing any water lines. I'm going to keep this is where people might get confused. I'm going to keep the water as is. And
boring.
I'm going to color that because it's nighttime. So it's going to have a slight gradient on it. It's going to overall soft haze. And then I'm going to have,
show us.
What do you mean show you?
Do it.
I haven't
right
done
now.
it yet.
Do
No,
it right now.
I'm drawing. So there's some boats on there. So there's going to be some light reflection on the water that'll just be, going straight down. And then obviously the boats will be causing little ripples and stuff, but it'll be pretty still. Reflections. Exactly.
Oh, man. Long day.
That is a beautiful bookmark, Shanth.
Oh, thank you, man. I want it to be, sort of like the old the Disney World Haunted Mansion stuff, where you see an image and then as you scroll, and you take the bookmark, you see that it changes perspective and kind of opens up to a different world and has some perspective. So we'll see.
Very nice. Are you gonna sell that? You're gonna sell the original?
Nope. Oh, this original? Yeah, this I would actually. I'd sell this original, and I'm definitely selling the original for the piece I'm doing for Phil, for sure. The pinup piece. And I just got another commission for doing a pinup piece for something else.
What is it?
It's for the Replicator. I'm figuring out new ways to answer. But it is for somebody but I don't want to say anything and put them in a bind.
Is it Mike?
Well,
no,
I'd probably say if it was Mike.
Yeah.
Even if he told me to keep it a secret, something to remember, Mike.
I don't like keeping things secret. I think it's hard enough to generate buzz for stuff as it is. Like, let's not hold our cards so close to our chest. Just let the people know what's in store. People want the rod, they get the rod.
Spare the rod.
Spoil the child.
That's right.
And that didn't sound good in that context. Let's just move.
It really doesn't. Not at all. It sounds terrifying.
Is there going to be any people on the bridge, Mike? Perhaps jumping into the river?
Jumping into the river? No.
Going for a swim?
Yeah, we can. We can put some people on the bridge. There'll be about. Let's have a look here. Where's my thing? Yeah, they'll be about this tall, I think. Like that. There's a person. Easy. Whack out a couple hundred of them, just walking around Paris, milling about. Why not?
Can't remember a good movie I've seen recently, like in the last couple of years.
I watched a terrible movie earlier today. I still can't believe that movie exists. It was so bad.
What was it?
Sandra Bullock in a movie called Premonition, and it has to be the most idiotic movie I've ever seen. My girl put it on.
Bird Box.
Anyone who has seen that movie, it is so hilariously bad, and you can tell it's trying to be smart, but it's awful. It's just the ending. I was laughing. It was supposed to be very bleak, but I was dying laughing, man. So good, but it was awful.
Any sharks
in the River Seine?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Give the people what they want.
The rule of cool.
Number one.
just like this.
Yes. Oh my god, how awesome would it be if you forgot you did that? If you just forgot you'd done it and it made it all the way to the end.
What's this?
Too hard to get some sharks with some freaking lasers.
Oh, it's a periscope.
It's a hunt for Red October. Hang on, I'll put his laser head in.
Red Notice. I don't know if I've seen that or not.
There's his laser.
You know what you should do? You should draw like a killer whale jumping over the bridge.
Did you see the someone just said have the TMNT rocket surfboards in there? Did anyone see the tweet that Mel put out earlier?
Mm-mm.
I gotta share it. We were down at the park earlier after the launch stream today and before this. Where is it? Hold on a sec.
Rob, I love your expression, man.
We're down at the park, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh my!
Sound on right. Listen to this.
Rule number one of Australia: don't put your hand in there.
Yeah. No, we looked in there beforehand. Ready? Listen.
I can't see any Ninja Turtles.
Oh,
did you hear that?
That is cute.
I can't see any Ninja Turtles.
We were walking the other day, and
who's that bogan in the background?
That's me. And those drains on the side of the road in the gutter that are quite long. It's there's a hole. It's about this big. It's about that long. And I said, Clark, look in there. That's where they put the pizza in. That's where they deliver the pizza to the Ninja Turtles.
Gosh!
Because it was the right shape. And he was like, so now he's always looking for the Ninja Turtles in the drains.
That's going to be really funny until one day when you order pizza and he opens the door, then runs out the front and puts the pizza down the drain.
Slides it in there. Yeah, luckily we don't. I know we do actually have a drain like that in our court. So, yeah.
That's how I broke my nose.
The first
time.
What? What'd you do?
I broke my nose on one of those storm. You know those massive grates they have, like to the water just goes straight into them, so stop flooding, that kind of thing. I tripped over a rock and landed nose first on that, and just
oh my god,
broke my nose and just pools of blood everywhere. It's great. That was the first time.
You never forget your first time.
Mm-mm.
Old Dirty Fatty says, Bancroft, don't come on. He's your son. What do you mean? This is how you make childhood fun.
It's how you prepare them for disappointment early.
Yeah. My dad told me that Ninja Turtles got their pizza through those drains. And I believed him for 17 years. Yeah.
Shanth, have you signed up for the Not That Bad giveaway yet?
The what?
Not That Bad giveaway.
No, I don't think I have yet.
There you go. You can sign up right now and enter the draw to win one of 5 amazing prizes, Mike.
No, phenomenal prizes. Get it right.
Right. Good elaboration there, Mike. Yeah. I'm just going to go back to Mike's screen. He's
No. Continue.
No,
Explain it to him.
No, I mean, I gave you the opportunity and you've just let it fall flat.
Bring it back up. Bring it back up.
Well, the moment's gone, though.
So, myself, Rob, Brian from Aerith, and Joe, Outliers, we are pooling our resources. And we've collected and bought and are offering a whole range of prizes for people who sign up into this contest. And by entering the contest, you go into our mailing list. So it really costs you nothing. First place is a Cyberfrog pack. You get the Cyberfrog, Warts and All hardcover, and the Blood Honey box. Plus Replicator 1, 2, and 3, Lucent, Waking Dream, and Lucent Waking Dream Crackhead Edition.
Nice.
Aerith Tape 1 and 2. Second prize is a Graveyard Shift collection, which we've been reliably assured that this actually sells for about $500 if you put this all together on eBay. So a whole bunch of Graveyard Shift stuff, and then again the same stuff from us. And then for third, fourth, and fifth place, it's all of our books, the ones that have been printed. And then everyone, just by signing up, gets a digital preview version of Replicator, Aerith, Lucent, and Outliers.
Just by signing up, Shanth.
All you have to do is put your email address in at notthatbad.win. Thank you. Get over it for the amazing URL he secured for us.
That's awesome.
We were just going to use the MailChimp URL like noobs. But he hooked us up.
That's what next level
the
is.
legend he is. Yeah.
You just David's feed says, how do you compete? You just put your email address in. I'll put the link in chat in a minute. Maybe Humans signed up. Someone said Burn Notice was a great show. Yes.
I've heard that.
I loved Burn Notice. Have you watched Burn Notice, Mike?
No.
That's a show you and Mel would like.
Catch Fire. But not Burn Notice.
There you go. There's a link, everyone. Just try and it might not work from your mobile, and if it doesn't, just sign up on your computer.
Mine worked on my mobile.
I had a few people say it hasn't worked, Mike, so far.
Yeah, I know it's annoying, but there's nothing we can do about it. I mean, the system is the system, and you can't fight the system.
How much longer do you have on this, do you think, Shanth, before you finished?
On this bookmark?
Yeah.
Do you mean like working straight through or working on several things? Oh my gosh. Probably another day and a half, probably, if I was working straight through on it.
Damn. Art takes time.
But art takes time.
It does. Yeah.
You're not just playing tiddlywinks.
Yeah, the big pinup is definitely, the whenever I do one of those kinds of things, one of those commissions, that's a ton of work, because you're trying to create something that's one image that people are going to be captured by, but I also painted it about twice as big as I usually do because I wanted to get that old style illustration feel. And but I mean, it's interesting. I mean, it's so funny. Like some pages I do take me almost no time to do, just because, you know, I'm in a groove, and that's just it's so hard to say it, what it is from page to page. It just depends, you know.
Yeah, that's why I don't mind spending a few weeks doing a page that's going to be very impactful, because the other pages aren't going to take that long.
Yeah.
It sort of all balances out across the pages.
Mark says, Rob, am I meant to get a confirmation email after I've entered the competition? I don't think so, Mike.
No, I don't think so. I suppose I could set that up, but I mean,
no, don't need to.
Why does this tower have to be so damn transparent?
Oh, man, it's a mess. Multiplies your
it's like
problems.
half drawing, half mathematics.
It is. It's totally true.
It reminds me of we were chatting the other day, remember, Shant, and you were talking about how you just you feel your art, you don't think.
Mm-hmm.
And I was doing this, and I was like, this is the exact opposite of what Shant was talking about.
Oh my God. I don't know, man. It's a weird thing. I didn't really think about how I do things and how I approach things until I met my wife, and she started telling me how she experienced the world, which to me seems much more normal. A lot of this stuff started when she started talking about how she said, do you know that there are people in this world who don't think in sentences? And I tried to imagine myself thinking in a sentence, and I couldn't. And she said, what do you mean you don't think in sentences? I go, I think in like hexagonal stacks of 16 pieces of information, where each one of those 16 pieces has 16 pieces coming off of it. So I don't it's, you know, when I'm most of the time when I'm talking, it is what the best approximation of an internal dialogue would be for me. I think that's what I do on streams, because in my head there's 80 things going on, so I just don't work in that way. And it's the same thing when I'm painting. Yeah,
you are a bit stream of consciousness on your streams, which works well. It's enjoyable to listen to. I always even when I miss them live, and I don't do that very often. I don't listen to many things after they've, they're not live, but I do enjoy listening to a Shant stream of consciousness. What are we talking about today? Yeah, it was a good topic today. I still have to finish it actually, I went back and I listened to the clownfish video, which was funny as well. They were talking about apparently, Rob, I don't know if you know this, Indiegogo is fine now. It's all good, even though for years they were saying this is the bad platform full of Nazis. Now they're like, no, it's actually fine. We can all go on there.
Who's saying that?
Like industry professionals who, for the last 4
assholes.
years have been saying anyone who uses Indiegogo is a alt-right.
Will destroy your life.
Yeah.
Anybody who uses it, basically. And now they're doing what all assholes. Oh, see, you just reminded me what I was talking about today. I mean, I know that's what you were doing, but I actually forget till I hear people talk about it. Yeah, I dropped some serious, knowledge in terms of this stuff. When people talk about worrying how to prevent against certain things and all this other stuff, which I think it's normal to do, there's just such a low bar for how you screen for psychos. And that's what I talked about today. I was talking about how, it's not that complicated. These people aren't marathon runners. If somebody comes up to you and you try to talk to them about comics, or they, or comes up to you and they try to talk to you about comics, but they don't talk about comics, get away from them. It's that simple. They want to talk to you about politics. They want to talk to you about anything else. Let people, get to know people, and you'll see who really is a fan, who really wants to get their work done and all that other stuff. And I think that, these people don't have principles. They just have a hunger for status. So, what I always said, what I was saying to this guy, 80s Made Consumer, who reviewed Michael's book. That's how I found the guy. I told him, I said, all of this craziness didn't really start until celebrities started going to comic conventions or going to San Diego, and then Disney bought Star Wars. And once these things like Hollywood or Disney, which are seen as economic status symbols, got involved, all these people who are about status started getting into nerd culture. But now that that status is starting to fade, funny enough, because they ruined all of this stuff, they're going to forget like they ever had anything to do with it. Because they were never in it because they cared about any of this stuff. But what they are going to do now is, because Indiegogo became a status thing, there you go. People on Indiegogo make hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm on Indiegogo, so I'm with the successful people that I tried to destroy. It's absolutely ridiculous. No
Yeah, when they
appreciation.
said the thing about it'll in the future it'll be like, oh yeah, there was something going on Indiegogo. I don't know, there was some group. I don't know. I don't really remember, but I think it's all fine now. And they'll just completely
act like they weren't those
whitewash
people.
Exactly how involved they were in the whisper networks and the defamation of people, and just like people losing their jobs.
Yeah,
over
losing their livelihoods.
smear networks and stuff.
But I do have to say, I think that all of this is the crazy thing. If you've ever seen, and I'm assuming all of us have, if you've ever seen kiwi farms, you realize what real weaponized certain kinds of things that I can relate to is. These people are who were so intent on just going through people's stuff to reframe, to destroy and cancel people, have actual legitimate evidence of all of their insane involvement in this stuff. They won't be able to run from it. And I just think they never thought that, I was saying my newest expression is the worm is turning, man. That's what it is. It's like everybody who was, made to feel, oh, you're small, you're nothing. It's like a seesaw. You're walking across this thing, and then all of a sudden you cross that midpoint. It starts to swing rapidly and exponentially to the other side. We've gotten to the point to where there's gonna be a status around Comicsgate. It's inevitable. There's gonna be a status around Indiegogo, just like there was with Kickstarter, and a lot of people are gonna come over and be like, "Yeah, I was always cool with this," and the thing that people don't realize is that, one, don't pay attention to what people say. See, that was the failing of nerd culture. It really was. Is that we lived in a place for so long where, because we were so low status, and it happened again exponentially all of a sudden where it became a status thing, we never thought for a minute anyone coming up to us and saying hello was anything other than someone interested in the hobby. Because why would you pretend to be interested in something that gets you ostracized? Only it didn't all of a sudden, and we weren't ready. It's like a young apologies to everyone. It's like a young girl who grows up awkward and feeling ugly and then suddenly becomes rapidly attractive, and she doesn't know that people are talking to her different because she hasn't changed. Well, you could even just say, even beyond that, just somebody who goes
I went through
an
the
awkward
exact
phase.
same thing, Shant. I really relate.
You did not.
Yeah. No, I mean, I said, I wasn't always this fat. No.
Shant, I've got a question for you. Obviously, there's a lot of crazy people in and around comics, and you've been in academia a long time prior. Is it the same thing there? Like, is there a lot of crazy people?
I mean, it's not worse. It's the same. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's why I got out of there. Like, everything. But it's because people who were trained in academia were the people who came into comics. So, in a lot of ways, but it all happened around the same time. It was 2000. People talk about what year this stuff happened. And funny enough, it didn't happen. It kind of got to be an excuse when Trump got elected, but it really was happening in 2015. The academic year that started with that was the year before the election. So the November, whatever it was, 2016. So November 2015, that academic year, which starts in September, was when people started really going nuts. All of a sudden, there was a tipping point where there were more students who were into cancel culture and crazy, and it happened so fast. That's when At Brown University, students surrounded the principal in their office. That's when the evergreen stuff had already kind of gone supernova. So it was this crazy thing. And yeah, that's why it is unbelievable. People who've been academics for 40 or 50 years in some instances can't recognize their profession anymore. And just like we can't recognize this crazy thing that comics turned into. It's just one day it happens. It's a total flash in the pan idiocy. And that's the thing is going to be so hard and so annoying to deal with. All the people acting like, oh man, I wasn't one of those cancel culture people. I wasn't an SJW. I wasn't, because it's the seesaw thing. The pendulum swing is fast when it turns. By the time people notice it, it's coming at you like a freaking sledgehammer. And that's where we are. It's fun, but it's also going to be kind of annoying to hear people act like, oh, CG, yeah, I mean, that was terrible what happened. Oh.
Cam says Big Bang Theory destroyed the subculture I used to love so much. It
sure did.
That, I don't understand that comedy. It is not funny.
It isn't.
At all.
Because it's what popular people think nerds are like.
It's just horrid.
Have you ever watched it without the laugh track on it and seen them just stand there paused, waiting to start again?
No. Yeah. I think I want to, though.
It's even more exposed when you do that. They took the laugh track off and they just, they stand around for 2 seconds or 3 seconds doing nothing. Very bizarre.
Mike, we are up on 2 hour mark.
Oh yeah, it's 5:02. I better get some sleep. I've got to do
go. Go, Shanth.
I was just gonna say, I'm gonna be on Lord Crackhead 33's channel, co-hosting with him, helping him out, because he's got it's the last time they're gonna do Monday Night Mayhem because they're moving it, and then we're gonna have a guest on there, so you guys can see me there in later today, I guess I could say, and we'll be doing that. And I also just want to say quickly while you got it on screen, I got all of my copies of the Replicator in amazing condition, guys. So if you are behind on it, hit that catch-up tier, and you will be happy.
Appreciate that, dude. Yeah, I'm wrapping this up next week. So on the 1st of May, it's coming down. So if you haven't got a copy yet and you wanted to get one, now is a perfect time. Would love to hit 800 backers and 50K, Mike. That would be a dream.
How far off are we? Could happen. Yeah, 800 backers could totally happen. If you really let people know this is coming down. Yeah. I like Canalis is just I sent him a link to the stream before about I don't know 6 hours ago. We had a good launch, Ibai. Awesome work, man. Looks really good. I'm talking about the Ace book, volume 2.
Oh, cool.
And one quick thing before we get to that, Rob, if you want to get that to only 10 backers, are you up for us scheduling a time for you to come on my show and talk about Replicator and all that stuff? You game?
Yeah, sure, man. That'd be awesome.
I think I'd love to do it, and I'd love to kind of push it to 800 if there's any way I can do so.
Poor Shan't. He knows not what he asks.
I know not what I say or think either, if it makes you feel better.
Such a dick. Shit.
All right. Yeah, but it's all good. Yeah, if you put up with nothing compared to B Rose, it's like that is getting savage.
I think Cecil and Shane are the top.
He needs a Rob Teenth Bancroft. He needs a B Rose Teenth.
He really does.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. I didn't really get much done today, but in my defense, I was figuring things out. So,
dude, I thought you did really well. You got this bridge done, and those bushes and those trees.
I was hoping to get this whole area done, but then I realized I was just getting bogged down in stuff. But anyway, I'll keep everyone updated. on the progress of the gay Paree scene. And yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in tonight and hanging out with us while we work. It really has become a bit of a highlight of my week. Maybe Human says that you barely drew a bridge. Well, I had to figure it out. It wasn't easy. There's pylons and stuff. But once I know where things are, things start to speed up.
Do you want to show people what you drew? I mean,
oh, it was pretty much that. I mean, that's all it was. Like
finish it
the
off.
Eiffel Tower. That was it.
Oh yeah, I mean that is disappointing, isn't it? When you take the Eiffel Tower
well,
out.
Yeah, but last
a whole heap of disappointment.
It was the same with the Eiffel Tower. Once I figured out what I wanted to do and how I was gonna do it, it's just a matter of okay, you get in there and do it. While you're just still sort of doing things, then it can take a little time. But hey,
yeah, I've got book
comics.
1, so it seems to work. Like it seems to work.
It always seems to come out in the end fine. So
that's right.
That's what I'm going with. Trust in the process. Jeremy Burtz, thank you so much for the super sticker. I see what it is. It's a big old red thumbs up. Thank you for that. Thank you, Shant, for popping in. I was upset at myself for missing out on your show this morning. Couldn't chat, so it was good to chat now. Rob, I'll see you in. I might see you in a couple of. When are you closing out Replicator?
Well, I'll see you on Thursday or America's Wednesday for our show, and then on Sunday, which is Saturday for America. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So on Saturday.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well. Yeah. Excellent. What if this is all about Bancroft's penis observation?
Just leave that one up there.
It's been, people have said that. That's what all these big tower building is all about. And I'm all for it.
Mm-hmm.
We don't shy away from drawing dongs in our books.
I notice how the Eiffel Tower goes from the bottom of the page all the way to the top and goes like from both ends. It's quite large. It's quite large, Mike.
It's a large tower. What do you want me to say? It's a big boy. It's got girth. It's got height. It's got everything you want in a tower. All right, that's it, everyone. Thank you so much. The biggest thank you of all goes out to you. Wonderful, amazing, incredible, spectacular, and phenomenal. Sexiest chat in all of CG. I will see you guys next time. Until then, I do hope you have a great night. All right, bye.
This country, you got to make the money first. Then when you get the money, you get the power. Then when you get the power, then you get the woman. That's why you got to make your own moves.